There we go. My microphone should be working. Yay! So welcome to a Gilmag Lore Explorer. I'm sorry about the camera. I've got a new setup at the moment, and it looks like everything is working a-okay. So yay! I have some wonderful people here. We've got Psychony, Angel, Blackline, Chest, Obi. Guys, thanks for coming out and joining me on my stream. Okay, so let me just check. Everything looks good. So that's like a first. Normally things go terribly wrong. So everything seems to be working wonderfully, and that is always a good sign. So let's dive into Guild Wars. So today I thought we would discuss the Hylek. I have had such a busy day and kind of a busy week, so I haven't done as much preparation as I would normally like to. And I have a very cool date night for tonight. I'm so excited about it. So we're going to have a really easygoing episode this time, and I thought we would discover the Hylek, which is always a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to go in Kaysee, but I really like the Hylek, and guys, please put in chat anything that you might know about the Hylek, or things you want to talk about, or what you think about the Hylek, because I will definitely bring it up because I love to chat with you guys. But I really like the Hylek a lot. They are definitely my second favorite race after the Skrit, because they just have this really cool culture to them, like a really cool tribal culture to them. And it's actually quite deep. Like the Skrit, you might think, oh, they're just frog people, that's it. But there's actually a lot to them. Also, it seems like in Heart of Thorns, in the Maguma, we are getting a new NPC race of Hylek. This is, it's not confirmed, but this is what I believe. So, oh no, the Lunar Festival is gone. That's sad. And there we go. I'm just gonna see if my seat goes up. Nope, my seat doesn't go higher. But yeah, so Angel says there are a few tribes of Hylek. Some have different colors, different skin colors. That is totally true. There's 3 colors at the moment. There is red. Red is the most aggressive race of Hylek. Green is the I think green is the one in the middle, and blue is the calmest, as in they probably won't attack you on sight. And Angel also said some are nicer to other races, some are mean. The red one is very mean, and the reason I say that is because in the Silver Waste, just here I think it is, there is a tribe of red Hylek who have actually enslaved some blue Hylek and forced them to herd their beetles. Psychony says, love the Hylek naming conventions, Aztec/Mayan roots. I have such a hard time. I've actually written a Hylek fan fiction, basically. But it finished, but it just didn't get through the editing stage, and I had to name so many Hylek in there, and it was just so difficult in the end. But if you end something with Itzl, like TZL or something like that, it normally goes well, or Itl, like TL, then normally you can get away with it. But for the first place that we're going to go for the Hylek, I think we might go to the Caledon Forest. This is next to the Growth Caledon Forest, and we're going to go to Glencairn Sperrins. And there's the fiction I actually wrote was actually about this tribe that is here. And this is a tribe that has been living by the shore and is fighting with the Crate. But yeah, so there's a lot of information about the Hylek, and I'm super excited about Heart of Thorns because it seems like there's going to be a new what's it called? NPC race. So the village is this here. Help the Azintul and Zoptal tribes battle the crate. This really confuses me because I wrote the fiction about this, so I've spent a lot of time in this area, but it only seems like the Zoptal tribe is there. I don't know where the Azintul tribe is. I think maybe the Azintul tribe might be up here, but this here is the Zoptal grounds. So this is the Zoptal grounds, and this is where the crate is. The crate are in Storm Wreck Deeps. So we're actually going to go this way because... Oh, there's no sound. Let me put my sounds back on. There we go. Because there's actually an event up here which is a lot of fun, and you'll get to see the crate and Hylek rivalry. Let's see if this event is going on. Yay, the event is going on. So, this is actually the thing I wrote about this event right here.
A crate witch took me captive and forced me to use my magic. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I transformed a number of Hylek into animals. I'm certain they're nearby. Please help them. Hylek saliva can be used to transform the captives back to their true form.
So here we see that Hylek... Oh, I should actually talk to her. Petali says, "Thank you for letting me out. A crate which took me captive. She forced me to use my magic to transform my friends into animals. Please, you've got to help them." What can I do? If you're willing to help, I'll give you an item that you can use to help transform Hylek. And I say, great, what's the item? Few globs of my saliva. It was my magic that caused the initial transformation, so my saliva will work as an antidote. And then you can say, "I'm sorry, but did I just hear you say, I didn't hear a word after you said globs of my saliva." Why does saliva make you hesitate? We use our saliva in all of our alchemy. Bodily fluids are key ingredients of our magic. You say, "Oh, okay, spit me." So, this is really cool lore because this shows that the Hylek use saliva in the alchemy. Hyleks are these pros at toxins and poisons and or and thousands or hundreds, I would say a long time, over the long period that they've been practicing these generations of practicing these alchemy, has actually caused the Hylek bodies to build
if you need Hylek saliva.
a resistance to poisons.
My people thank you.
My people thank you. You're welcome. So these people have so the Hylek actually have a strong resistance to a lot of poisons and toxins. So it really makes sense that their saliva would be an integral part of their alchemy. So that's something new that you've learned today, is that Hylek alchemy often involves using their own saliva. So just remember that next time. If you get Hylek poisons, you'll know that you're playing with probably some Hylek's
My people thank you.
some Hylek's saliva. So we're going to go around here and transform these things using the saliva as an antidote. And let's see if we can find some more over here.
My people thank you.
And so yeah, so definitely Hylek have a strong use of toxins and things like that. Alchemy, I imagine that, you know, their biggest trade with outsiders, if they do trade with outsiders, because a lot of tribes don't like to trade with outsiders, they would exchange a lot of things for toxins and things like that. They craft poisons and sell them to other races or anything. So let's go back.
The crate must be hiding in the Zapattle grounds. Come, we've got to find her.
So now we're going to try and find this crate witch.
We go this way.
For Petal. And the crate are pretty awful to the Hylek. The crate eat Hylek, and actually crate eat anything. But they're pretty awful to them, especially here. Let's protect her as she goes. So yes, frog, you can see that Hylek are definitely the frog-like equivalent race, like Kodana bears and Skritter mouse. Hylek are the frog equivalent, but this new race in the Muguma jungle, I saw a picture and it looks like they're more toad.
You asked for this.
Their anatomy kind of resembles more toads than anything else. So that I'm really looking forward to going to the Muguma jungle in Heart of Thorns. So yes, and you can actually see as she walks, it's pretty hard to see, but they have a lot of leather, they wear leather, and they have medallions on them. They have, how many toes do they have? 4 toes, it looks like. But they also wear these protective leather on their back like this, and they use, oh hello, they use a lot of spears to fight. Also, what's it called? Blowpipes with darts and things in them, which they fill the darts with poisons and things like that. But spears are very common, and they're very tribalistic race. Oh, hello, Crate. They live a tribal life, which means, you know, they have these small tribes, which you'll see as we come down here. They have these tribe emblems. Oh, kill these. And they seem to have a good use of pottery and mosaic. Oh, Black Lion says game sound effects are a tad too loud, can't hear with all the pew pew going on. Alright, let me turn it down like this. Is this better? Let me know if you want me to turn it down a little bit more. There we go. See, this is the general architecture.
Here somewhere. We'll have to use more saliva.
This is the general architecture of Hylek tribes. You can see that this seems to be like a clayey material. They have wooden. They use a lot of wood in it as well, spikes and straw, and they have this mosaic. Oh, hello. That's a crate. They have this mosaic. What's it called? Prettiness. I'm just going to go with prettiness. They have the mosaic on the top of the huts, and see this symbol here is the sun. We'll talk a little bit later about Hylek tribes, Hylek religion, but the sun is such a massive thing to them, very important. I love, like, if we look at this, you see the mosaic on the potteries. They're very good at pottery. They seem to eat a lot of fish. I honestly don't think flies is their main diet, but they would enjoy it. Here's the crate witch.
That's good.
Ah, hello. So this is a crate witch. I really like the look of the crate witch. They're sufficiently evil looking, but you didn't really get much of a look of it.
We may never have found the witch.
So over here. So let's go and see if these merchants have anything. Oh, this Hylek villager
Meal today means no travel tomorrow.
has nothing to say to me. Let's see if these merchants have anything interesting for us.
Thank you.
A Hylek poison pot. So let's see what they do. So Hylek poison pot. A Hylek poison pot from the Durotl tribe that Blot needs for his research. I think the game got very confused about the tribes here, because this is a Zoptal tribe and now it's saying it's from the Durotl tribe. So I just think that the people doing the game were just like, oh, it's a tribe, it does it, you know, I don't know what to talk about. So let's go to the heart vendor over here, and because he actually has a really interesting bit of lore about him. Just kill this birdie wordy. Adventally. You fight well, outsider. You would have made a great member of Zoptal. The tides are turned in our favor now, and for that I thank you. So we actually have a really cool thing here, which is a painted battle jar. We hold our war paint in this jar. When the battle is over, we give it to the hero. In this case, that would be you. So that's really interesting. Obviously, we don't see it on these models, but we actually now know that Hylek used battle paints, which is really cool. So they have this very tribalistic kind of theme of putting battle paints on them. And one of their customs is that when the battle is over, they give the hero the painted the battle jar, so which is really cool. That's a little bit of lore I really like. You wouldn't find that unless you read the little bits. So this is the Zopdal tribe. This is a nice area here. We're gonna go across now to this tribe over here, the Hazupdal grounds. Let's just waypoint here. And see what cool stuff is there. So I actually mentioned earlier that we were going to talk about a bit about the religion. I'm going to just talk to this Harpender over here. Yol. That's a cool name. So the Hylek religion is they worship Zintul, and Zintul is the sun god. And so basically they worship the sun, they worship the, all the goodness it brings and stuff like that. So let's, hello, great. So there's really not too much about it. There is some rituals and priests and things like that, but I'm gonna go to somewhere later on, and that's going to be more information about it there. So let's ask him about his tribe. We live on the northwest of the Habsul grounds. Our tribe leader Tatali has closed our borders to outsiders. The crate nearly destroyed us. We can't risk letting others finish the job. Please understand. So this is really cool because that if you haven't done the event, it will actually, all the crate there will attack you, and if you have done the event, they'll be friends and you can do things with them. So here we go, the crate tooth pendant. We use these teeth as inspiration for our spears. You can see how deadly those little ridges are. Use your enemies against themselves. It's just spelled wrong. Use your enemies against themselves. So obviously they have a very tribal kind of, their spears are adorned with the teeth of their enemies. That's very tribalistic. So that's quite interesting. And then see, we have a Quetzal harpoon here, and there's really nothing else we can get from him. So let's continue to the tribe and see if we can get any more lore. Angel says lots of lemons, good for yellow dyes. That is very true. You can get yellow lemons there. So let's see if anyone has anything interesting to say to us over here. So this here, here we go. So this is a person of the tribe, it seems. I might need to get out. There we go. You interrupted me. How bloody rude of you. People going into the water and making myself useless. So can we talk to her while she's running? Keep the crate off us. My village isn't far. So she's going to make it so our crate. So these people in here, this is a tribe up here. She's going, because we completed her event, we're going to be able to go in there.
Up ahead.
Glad to see you still live.
Yes, thank you.
Now you know the rules. Escort the outsiders from our lands, or they will be dealt with.
They saved me. How can you say that?
Outsiders are not to be trusted. You will not be warned again.
Well, here we go.
Outsiders were willing to save your daughter at great personal risk. I'm reluctant to admit it, but she may have a point. No. This one act is not enough to wash away the years of betrayal.
I think we actually have to do another event. Let's go talk to her. Wherever did she run off to? She's over here.
If I could prove we have a common enemy in the crate.
It's good to be
Bring
around
me
people
Crate's
from
skull.
outside the Hobson
Peace will be
grounds.
forged
Why
with
are
the
people
blood
so
of our oldest enemy.
distrustful? We freely embraced travellers once, granting them food and shelter within our walls. Then the Crate came, and we fought to protect travellers. They abandoned us in our darkest hour. They just left? They waited until our guards were about to be defeated before fleeing out the back of the camp, leaving our young to be taken by Crate slavers. We fought for them, and they just left us. Who is Tatali? My father, leader of the Hobson grounds. Grounds. He was the first to demand that we close ourselves off to outsiders. When the Crate came, much of our family was taken. Why are you a different colour? My mother was of a different tribe. She was killed by a Crate during the first attack. She protected me. In his rage, my father forgets that I too am a product of accepting outsiders. So this is interesting. So she's actually of another tribe, and that is why she's blue and her father is green, and that tribe is green. I'm going to quickly go up to this tribe and see if we can actually do anything, or they're going to attack us at the moment. I think they might attack us at the moment. Yeah, see, they don't really like us. So we're going to go and do this, and we actually see here Champion of the Sun. The sun's great beasts are at rest. There is actually an event where you do these like tribal battles with these big hulking creatures to honor the sun god. So there's a lot of things that are really interesting. You can actually see my panties, and it wasn't textured right because there has a slit in my panties, which is just not good for anyone, especially when so we're going to kill some Crate and get some Crate skins and prove that we are valuable to the Crate. So yeah, so they honor the sun god, Crate honor the, not Crate, Hylek honor the sun god, and there's tons of places in interior where the Hylek are, and you can learn tons of things about them. And hopefully I'll get to show you my favourite Crate trivia quote, whatever, like the thing that made me go, oh my god, I love the Crate. Oh my god, I keep on saying Crate. Hylek. I hate that. Black Lancia says, each time to label this stream not safe for work. Don't tell anyone, I might get in trouble again. I don't want to get in trouble. I felt terrible last time I dropped an F-bomb on the stream. I actually had a nightmare about it. Anyway. So we're gonna kill these. So what else can we talk about with the Crate? The family structures seem very similar. Do you even tuna? The family structures, I'm pretty sure I remember reading about the fact that the spawn, you're not the one I meant to hand into. The spawn of Hylek, they kind of, because they all are together, and they all the eggs are put together into one batch, and when they hatch, only the strongest ones survive, and the group kind of stays together, very similar to the way the Char do, and they do this only the fittest will survive sort of thing with them. And then I think eventually when they're old enough they have to prove themselves at this coming of age ceremony. Don't quote me on that but I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere. But let's see if we can find any lore about that when we're going out and talking to... Ooh, a rich copper vein. So we just need like what, 2 or 3 more skins. Do you like my Kratekin? I'm killing Crate with my Kratekin. It was my first legendary, was a legendary trident. People laughed at me. Anyway, I should sit up a little bit straight. There we go. Let's see. Kill some more. I think the Crate and the Hylek have been fighting since even before. Because a lot of Crate had to move from their ancestral grounds due to the rising of Zaitan and also bubbles. Because that disturbed the waters and a lot of them have moved in. Hello, Guild Wars 2 Lexi! Guild Wars 2 Lexi says, late to the party. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday, Lexi. Oh my god, that wasn't enough? Gosh darn it. Let's kill these. One more, I reckon. One more. There we go. And
Bring me crate skins. Peace will be forged with the blood of our oldest enemies.
there we go. Oh my god, a minute. So while we're waiting for this event to finish, I'll just show you where some places that the Hylek are. The Hylek are here in Glendare and spends in the Zoptal grounds, and here we have the Hazuptal grounds. And there's also a hidden little area in here I'm going to show you later on. Some of the best Hylek lore you're going to get is on the Bloodtide Coast, or the Sparkfly Fen, because they have the Astrozintal Forelands, and this place is amazing. The Zintal Holy Ground. Zintal is their god, so the Holy Grounds is the most holy of holy places for the Hylek. So this is the best place, and we're going to go, well, first we're going to do this area over here, and then we're going to go over here and check out the Astrozintal lands, because there's tons of lore there. There's no Hylek here. Oh, sorry, I lie. I think there might be I'm not sure. I don't know them as well as the script. There's lots of, on the Tarnished Coast, there's lots of Hylek, but I would hesitate to say there's any Hylek over here. They do like this warmer area by the water. So this event has finished, so we're going to quickly run after Hyantal. I want to get too close to these guys because they'll attack me and that just won't be good. Yeah, she's putting down bodies. Hello, Mr. Crate. So now they're coming to check out that we've killed the crate.
Hylek, what is this nonsense? You've already been warned. Tadley, she bears evidence of their deeds. You should listen.
Father, the outsiders have fought valiantly to protect me and our village.
Fine. Guards, allow the outsiders into the camp. But when their betrayal comes, Hylek, it will be on your head.
See, it just turned green. Yay! So now these people are friendly and we can talk to them. So now we can venture close to the tribe and we can see the lovely mosaic. I love the Hylek mosaics. So let's talk to Tatali, the chieftain. I may allow you into our camp, but I don't trust you for a second. We'll see how well your supposed virtues hold when you're tested. I have no doubt that you will run like all before you. Okay, that was really miserable. Let's go up here. 'Cause I think...
A cute little songstress. Voice like a dove. Another romance? Already? That's right. She changed my mind.
Oh, you're talking about love. Let's talk to this merchant. No, you're just a normal merchant. But this merchant has a pot of Hylek poison. And we're gonna see what this pot of Hylek poison does. That's not the right one, is it? No, here we go. So now I've got a pot of Hylek poison, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people use for speed dungeons. Because you get swiftness. Quite a lot of swiftness, actually. So I think from here on we might go to the secret area over here. I think it's in the Dengatul grounds. So let's see, or maybe it's somewhere else, but we'll see. So let's head to the Dengatul grounds. I'm pretty sure this is not a friendly Hylek place. Pretty sure they're not very friendly to outsiders at all, but we'll see. Yeah, no, they're as red could be, so we might have to kill a few Hylek. So we can actually see like they have their huts and their life over here, their tribal life. So let's get going.
Jump to it!
Oh my gosh, there's so many here. Yes, and here we go. Here's the veteran. So I'm gonna kill all these guys. And we're gonna pick up a boulder. And we're gonna throw it at this gong. And the door's gonna open up for us. Yay! And this is a little secret area that we can go into, full of where the Hylek are, and it's quite difficult because everything in here is a veteran, and I am a incy-wincy tiny little berserker elementalist. It does not bode well for me, so I'm just gonna run. Oh, that didn't make a very good running attempt. So let's run through here. So this is a really cool underground area, a little sacred area the Hylek have built for themselves. Holy moly, that hurts. Oh my gosh, that hurts a lot. Actually, I should change this to something else. Obi says, in the 2.5 years I've been playing Guild Wars, I have never seen this place. That is the beauty of Guild Wars, isn't it? There's the fact... Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. There's a door now. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I made it! Yay! Oh no, I'm dead. But I'm not gonna finish that area because there's no lore to it, but it is a little like hidden jumping puzzle area. I do suggest my dog's in here. I do suggest doing that with people. It's a lot of fun. So you go from the Thalysthorpe, and there's a little puzzle at the end. You might need to look at a guide. I had no idea how to do it, and then I figured it out. But it's very cool. So now we're gonna go to the Astrozintal Forelands. Here we go, into the holy grounds, the holiest of holy grounds. And we're going to explore, because that is the best place to see Hylek. It's kind of like the Hylek capital city, in the Scriptburg. So this is the Hylek's capital city, basically. So this is a holy ground, and this is a holy ground for the Hylek. We can actually see this is a big city for them. This emblem up here is, I think, the official emblem for Zintal, and we can see kind of like the gemstones. This is leather, and it's decorated with these gemstones and these the mosaic pieces. I mean, look at this. This is so cool. It just really feel the tribe vibe here. Don't think that Risen Abomination should be in here. But yeah, see all these big Hylek huts everywhere. Ah, I love it. It looks amazing. There's a lot of conversations here, and I don't think we'll get to hear them all. But there is a lot of interesting conversations here, especially between these two guys. They have a lot of conversations. So let's talk to these shaman in here. Let's talk to everyone in here. Even if you lost your hop, Zintal still warms your back. That's a big thing that Hylek say. Zintal will warm your back. You're a worshipper of this Zintal? I am Zintal's shaman. I collect his wisdom and share it with the tribe. Zintal is the life bringer. He is pink at dawn, blushes with passion at the end of the day, and glows golden in between to warm and inspire us. So Zintal is the sun? What you call the sun, we call Zintal. Without him there can be no Hylek, no Sylvari, no Char, not anyone. He is the great father, the generous chieftain of all the tribes. Your tribe built this temple. The Zintal holy grounds are more ancient than even the hump on which they sit. Of course, we've made a few enhancements. So this holy ground is... this holy ground it doesn't belong to a particular tribe. It is a holy ground for all the Hylek, and you actually talk to some people later on, we'll actually find that a lot of Hylek are making pilgrimages to the Zintal holy grounds because their own grounds or their own tribe have been destroyed, or especially in Sparkline Fen, a lot of their places are being destroyed by the Risen, so they make a pilgrimage for a safe haven to the Astra Zintal Forelands, or the Zintal Holy Grounds. So this is the temple custodian. Let's see what he's going to say. I'm pretty sure they say something. They go and stand over here. Oh, no, they just get inside each other. Hello?
I got the blood stain off the wall.
Good. I cut up the bodies and disposed of them in the bay.
That was weird. I'm hoping they're talking about...
Did you sweep the main floor?
Yep.
You know the priest hates walking across a dry, dirty floor.
Yep.
What did I say that wasn't not safe for work? What did I do? Am I just naturally a not for safe work person?
From now on, he'll eat salted meats like everyone else.
So from that conversation, we could see that the chieftain, the priests of Zintal get the last live chicken. They eat the last live chicken, where everyone else was eating salted meat. So they have a position of power and authority inside these cultures. So we're gonna go inside again. Let's talk to the chieftain. I am hardened. I have banked in Zintal's light, but it no longer softens me. I have seen too much death, too much slaughter. I am ready for this tragedy to be over. You've lost so many of your tribe's warriors. Oh, they get inside each other. That's what I said. That wasn't not safe for work. More than the survivors have fingers and toes. We are reduced to extinction. My tribe was once the greatest, the strongest, and the most handsome of this region. Now we are shadows of ourselves. We cringe in fear and fight with desperation. Which tribe is yours? The Bogtul tribe is my tribe. It survived for thousands of years. I told myself that we will continue to survive, and yet this entire world is in danger. The dragon seeks to consume it, and we will be meat in its soup. So the Hylek seem to have a good understanding of that the dragons and everything like that. So these Savari are just talking about how the Hylek have become weak, and Alma says, the Hylek tribes in this area have been besieged by the undead for a long time. They fought and died bravely. Only a fraction of the warriors and citizens survive. That we've congregated here to put up a final defense. Let's see if anyone has anything interesting to say. No, this guy's just talking about, no. Okay, so this is the biggest structure where the priests are, and you can see it's very primitive, but at the top there is this beautiful giant gem. So we're gonna make our way up here. Blah, 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 blah. So these are the custodians coming back down. The custodians walk up and down, have a little chat, and then they go up and down again. So let's go all the way to the top and see what we can see. Almost fell off the side again. Sorry about these camera angles. It gets a bit tight up around the top here. Oh, there we go. So this is a giant gem. And I think if you talk to someone here, they'll say, you know, we put it up here to honor Zintal. So they found this beautiful giant gemstone, and they decided to honor its gleaming shimmeriness to the sun god. So that's very cool, I reckon. So let's come down. Ow, that hurt a lot. And I absolutely look at this mosaic down here. Look at this ground. Isn't this amazing? Oh, I love it so much. I just love this texture. So let's go talk to some other people. See, we have worshippers who have come to worship Zintal. Let's go up here and let's see what these people have to say. This refugee. Times have grown hard for us all, but I know Zintel is constant, and I know that as long as he rises, as each night concludes. Zintel is constant, and I know that as long as he rises, as each night concludes and brings daylight with him, we will not be completely lost. That's very nice. I admire your faith. And let's say, why do you worship the sun? Imagine the world without him, and you have answered your own question. That is interesting. An angel says, they would be cool to have it would be cool to have a Hylek themed guild hall. Oh my gosh, Angel, you are a genius. That would be awesome. I'd love a Hylek themed guild hall.
We should have built walls. We should have made more weapons.
But we didn't.
This conversation here is what made me fall in love with the Hylek. When I was a tadpole, my mother told me that the Agari tribe were blue because Zintel wanted to condemn them to the water. She said that they didn't deserve to walk on the land beside us. So that's a terrible thing to say. It is, I agree. In the months I spent here side by side with the Agari, I've learned much about them. Primarily that they are no different than us. Good, I'll be on my way. So, from this conversation we can see that even Hylek have a form of racism based on the color of their skin. So the green Hylek, his mother told him that the blue Hylek were blue because Zintel wanted them to be condemned to the water and they weren't good enough to be on land. So that is an awesome little thing. Like, just someone thought up about that. And I just love it so much. And I saw this and it made me think, wow, these Hylek have been so well thought out, and that's just an awesome thing. I mean, it's not good. Racism is not good, but it's just an awesome little detail to bring this this race to life. So this guy says, Zintel is bringing us together here in the holy grounds. These struggles are simply his way of uniting tribes and showing us to be stronger. Is uniting so important? In my opinion, it is. As separate tribes, we are not strong. As one, we are able to accomplish more. Let's see what this guy has to say. Nothing at all. Lots of refugees here. We can see that there is a lot of refugees. This sort of stuff here looks a lot like refugees. And these are the Hylek, what's it called? Tower post things. And there's someone in here. So let's get out of here. So let's talk to these ones.
It is good you have met me.
A meal today
Nothing
means
more
no
to
travel.
say. See, this is the symbol of Zintel, and we can see it on the ground in this mosaic, which is very cool. So that's the symbol of Zintel right there. And can we actually see these gongs, emblem, whatever they are? They don't have the symbol of Zintel, but they are very tribalistic, which is super cool. So let's, oops, I lost my way, over here. So let's go through here. And it looks like it's another entrance. So there seems to be some Hylek here. So
You're impressive for such a skinny creature. Thank you.
she called me skinny. Chieftain Calatil. So we can see there's lots of chieftains here, different colors because they're different tribes. So all these chieftains have come here for refuge. Hello, do you have clearance to be here? Clearance? Why do I need clearance? Don't tell anyone I told you, but this is a secret training ground of the elite squad. My tribe is here getting special instructions. Why are you telling me if it's so secret? I don't want you to think we are hiding back here. We're not hiding, we're training. We may end up being the last line of defense against the undead. We have to be ready. So that's interesting. More of these little huts. There's only him. There's no more tribe. It's just him. Oh, maybe that's really sad denial. Let's go back and talk to some more Hylek. See, Hylek have very good, they are very good with turrets, even though this looks very primitive. They have a flame turret and poison turrets and things like that because they are very good at alchemy, and turrets are a very good way of dispersing alchemy. Do you see the desperation in my eyes? We are surrounded on all sides by the most unholy of enemies. I have never prayed so much in my life. Bless Zintel. I know that I could die, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I am terrified. Why don't you leave? Where would I go? There is no other place for me. My family is here. My tribe. We would never survive no matter which direction we chose. Flight is no longer an option. Now we fight for all we have left. So we can really see that the Hylek are in such a desperate situation at the moment. Really in a desperate situation. This is the last area that they thought was a safe haven or a refuge, and now they've got nowhere to go, nowhere to run that's safe. They have to stand and fight. So let's go. So we can see that the vigil has set up a little area here for crafting. See if anyone else wants to talk to me. And look at this beautiful temple. This structure is unique interior. We can see the big crystal at the top and this beautiful mosaic over here. This is a shrine worthy of Zintel, and we can see that big gemstone up there. Very cool. Is there a difference between Hylek and Heket? Hylek, from what I know, I should look this up before I make a fool of myself. I'm pretty sure Heket are ones in Cantha. Let me see. Heket Guild Wars. They were in Guild Wars 1. I don't think they're in Guild Wars 2. So, let's see. Hylek. So, this is, the Heket. This is from the Guild Wars 1 Nightfall manuscripts, and this describes the Heket. Prolific and belligerent, amphibious, that word that means that they can go on land and water. Amphibious. There we go. Amphibious Heket are a nuisance to anyone traveling across Alona. These creatures thrive... I said Cantha before, I meant Alona. These creatures thrive in water but prefer to survive in arid areas. The farther they're found from their spawning ponds, the darker the days ahead will be. No matter where they claim their territory, Heket spawn in alarming quantities. From the moment they're born, they savage each other as they compete for new resources in the area. The crude concept of bashing someone on the head for food is instinctual, and the Heket become more aggressive as they grow larger. Once a region cannot support any more Heket, they lurch from their breeding grounds, searching for food. By the time a band of them begin attacking human travelers, exterminating them is a public service. So, the Hylek and the Heket look different in the concept art, but I don't think they're too much different. But the Heket seem to be a loner breed of Hylek. Hylek seem to be the Tyrian breed of them. The Hylek are a Tyrian frogman species, that's what it says. So the Heket must be the ones... here we go. The Hylek are wide-mouthed frogmen with lashing tongues and are descendants from the Heket species of Alona. So they're not Heket. Heket the Hylek are descendants, like a different species basically from an ancestor. So I hope that answers your question, Obi. I'm sorry if it was very I had to quickly Google to answer your question, because I never had Nightfall, so I don't know very much about Nightfall. So let's continue going. Let's go and see. Let's go down here and see if anyone has anything to talk about in these further areas. So we're just gonna pretend like we didn't see anything, and let's go over here. And see, this is another chieftain down here. Dehydrated Talalobla. The names are so hard to say. Okay. So let's revive this person. So the whole Astrozental Forelands is, this is the holy grounds here, with the main temple being here, and there is 3 posts that are the line of defense against the undead. So can we talk to any of them?
It is good you have met me.
We probably can get more information once we've killed stuff. Let's talk to this person, maybe.
The markers will help.
The Sun God Totem.
Now we can eat, right?
May the
Right.
God's rays, Sun God's rays always warm your back. Ring of the Sun God. The Ring of the Sun God will bring power and perception, and the Hylek Orange Hue Potion. So you can actually get these hued potions.
I feel good.
Obi says, what do you think the frog-like people in the Heart of Thorns trailer are? They look different from the Hylek, right? I think that they're a new brand of Hylek, like the Heket, but for deep in the Maguma. And I think that they're more toad related. See, these frogs, these are more froggy, and I think that the new NPC race will be more toad related. So there's a orange hue potion. So you get a lot of potions from the Hylek, and this has made me an orange hue. Yay!
I don't know if we can keep this up.
So let's talk.
I know we can. Every time they take hold of our island, we'll step in to break their grip.
Let's talk to this guy, this
Greetings.
hunter. And he gives you a Hylek blowgun. Hey, come back here. Ah!
Do you have any food?
So he said, this says, there are wood and poisons here, plenty to make weapons to defend our land to fight the undead. So they use a lot of blowguns and poisons. So this actually gives us this little Hylek themed blow dart. Let's talk to this chieftain. There are undead coming. I feel their vibrations. My tribe has seen so many undead. We can sense them when they're on their way. You've been fighting the undead for a long time? A very long time. My tribe protects the land. We have been here since before the
This was
undead.
supposed to be our safe haven.
It is. We're safer here than anywhere else.
We're dying here. We lose more ground and more lives each day.
We're still safer here than anywhere else.
We have been here since long before the undead came crawling out of the water. Your tribe? I belong to the Amberskin Nikalua tribe. Oh my gosh. For many generations we have lived on this island and worshipped at the Zintal temple. We're warriors. We're also pious followers of the sun god. Or has been its greatest is its greatest enemy in my tribe. Or has found its greatest enemy in my tribe. I'll get there in the end. We hate the undead with all our bodies and souls. We've been fighting them for so long, and yet we still imagine a day when the sun will rise upon safe shores and waters. We will not give up hope. So that's very sweet. So yes, they're trying. Angel agrees. She thinks it's another Hylek tribe. So let's go to another area. You should also know that the Hylek have, let me see if I can find a weapons collection. Beaded? No. Weapon? There is a collection of beaded weapons that what am I doing? Which are the Hylek themed weapons. And the way that you make them is you use the parts. I don't think you need a recipe. You use the parts to make a weapon, but then you also use these sun beads, which we're gonna go and see where you can get these sun beads, and these sun beads will allow you to make a special skin weapon of the Hylek tribe. Oh, the Hylek tribes. There's a there's a suspicious tree with a bag in it. So if we, this event is going to start any second now, I bet. Yeah. So if you talk to this person, thanks for helping with us with our war preparations. These tracks won't stop the undead, but hopefully they'll slow them down just enough. And if we talk to him, we'll see a sun bead, and this is how we make Hylek weapons. But we're just going to look at this. Improved South Watch Horn. Using a war horn does two things: it alerts to danger and calls for help. Undead Ash in a Jar. This is where you can get the Undead Ash in a Jar for your collections. But yeah, so once you get the beads, you can make these beaded weapons, and these are the Hylek themed weapons. So I'm going to see if I can show them to you. Beaded weapons. So here we have the beaded weapons, and I'll just show you the weapon only. This is the beaded focus, and this is the beaded scepter. If we just go back to the focus, you can see there's things on the inside. I wonder if this is Hylek writing. That would be really interesting to know. This is the beaded torch. Oops. The beaded spike. The beaded collar. This is the warhorn. The spear, super cool. That's one of my favorites. The I think that's the short bow. I think it's the short bow, not sure. The hammer, the pistol, the rifle, the shield. That is cool. You have to admit that's cool. I love the mosaic on it. The trident, that is so cool. Ah, haven't seen that one. No, sorry, the last one was the longbow. This is the short bow. This is the staff. Very cool. I really like that one a lot. The axe. The great sword. Ah, I like that. I love the beaded weapons. They just look, just the mosaic looks so cool. That is the mace, I think. That is the sword, very cool, and that is the harpoon gun. So they have, the Hylek have their own themed weapons, which is really cool because the script don't have their own themed weapons. So let's talk to this person. I've been out here guarding South Watch for a while now. I've seen people like you come and go, carried off or walking off. You have to be tough to put up with the constant battles on the shore. The undead never give up. Oh, well, oh my gosh, 2 hits from that thing and it really got me down. So you can see at this Astrozintal grounds, they have been fighting the undeads for so long. The Hylek have come here for a safe ground because their tribes are being sieged so much, only to discover that this area is a war zone in itself. Keep on going to this other one. And they are suffering. The Hylek are seriously suffering, and we can see that the Hylek, along with the Vigil, are making a stand over here with Twaddle. And Twaddle is actually a Hylek word, or a Hylek title for
the smell hurts my nose, but it's best to burn
the undead champion. It is actually not Twaddle's name, it is actually a title basically. So there's an axe. If you think the undead is going to suck out your eyeballs, protect yourself by covering them and swinging. So weird. Hylek Scout Telescope. The best tribe scouts use this to watch for the undead. Be warned, when the shores look empty, they rise out of the water. Ooh. And there's a little blue potion that we can make ourselves look all blue and sing. I'm blue, da-boo dee da-boo die, da-boo dee da-boo. Anyway, so let's go over here and talk to this person. A bowl of fly soup. So they do eat flies. Just, I guess, bigger flies. So we can buy a bowl of fly soup from this person. That's interesting. A Bogtle hunter. I am vigilant. I am a warrior. I will defend Shore Watch to the death. No undead will ever set foot in the Zintal holy ground so long as I breathe. What's so important about this Zintal place? You don't know. You stand here at the base of the great holy temple of Zintal. It is where we honor the golden god, the golden god who lights our days and inspires us to fight harder. your god inspires you. Oh yes, the sun god Zintel shines down through the temple and his rays quiet our enemies. To feel his light on your back, to feel his light on your back is to know true happiness. We like to say that he is scintillating. Oh, scintillating. Groan, he doesn't smite you for it.
It is good you have met.
He's scintillating. So yeah, I think that might actually be it for today. I'm gonna go stand over here because otherwise we are gonna get attacked by the swarms of undead. But there is so much more to the Hylek. There might be more about them in the manuscripts. I'm not quite sure, but this is some of the information that you can get in game. The Hylek are pretty cool. They have this beautiful tribal culture, and like we learned that they have this tribal culture in the painted battle jars, and you can just learn so much lore just by talking to people in game and reading stuff and going to certain areas. There is tons of Hylek tribes that you can talk to. There is definitely some Hylek, where are they? Hylek up here that are quite interesting. Ovar's Glen. There's the somewhere over here, can't remember, but definitely I really enjoyed this, guys. It's always lovely to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. I hope this at least has given you a little bit more information about the Hylek, and you feel a little bit more gentle to these frog people. I was trying to say frog people, but I almost said frog freaks. Which is awful because they're not freaks, they're just lovely frog people. So thank you everyone for coming. It has been great, and thank you for chatting. If you would like me to do a lore and explore on a certain topic, please Twitter me or message Guildmag or anything, and I will definitely do what you would like next. And I've had a great time with you guys. Thank you all. Don't forget to leave me your suggestions. I will see you guys next week. Bye!